I'm telling you, that first one, that was witchcraft. I said that was witchcraft. Wizards and winches. That's what my mother said. Don't ever play with wizards, winches, and mermaids. She says, Mami Wata, don't play with them too, but you know what I'm saying. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. I am JC. If you are new here from Just Lost JC here or whatever. That's on. You know what I'm saying? When it's so final, you can't even put some vocals to it. You gotta say, right. I am very hyped in this video because we are doing another TikTok reaction, and this one I'm super hyped about because it is a 4C shrinkage compilation. Now, I recently did a video about someone that had a whole lot to say about shrinkage with her roommate. It was a passive aggressive roommate. Go check it out. It's my Reddit reaction. I'm gonna post it in the card, so check that out. It was such a fun video to do. So triggering as well. But yes, so when I saw this video, I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. I am not new to shrinkage. I have shrinkage. I know shrinkage. So I like to see how much shrinkage other people have and compare. So let's just stop with the talking and get into it, eh?
Challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this
shrinkage
wrong.
is
See
real.
how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
Hey.
Boom. Here's a new challenge from my black people.
No. What? Okay. First of all, we're starting off with a banger. Okay. I am not new to shrinkage. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not new to shrinkage. It's not my first rodeo. Okay, it's not my first rodeo. But with that being said, sometimes you think because you have shrinkage, you can look at someone else's hair and kind of gauge what the length is going to be even when stretched out. Because I'm like, I'm not ignorant, you feel me? I'm not ignorant to curly hair. I'm not ignorant to kinky hair. I'm not ignorant to shrinkage. So I can look and guesstimate. I'm not one of them ones, or I like to think I'm not one of them ones, yeah? That's going to see someone come into the office with their hair straightened, or come into the office with their hair newly curly or shrunken down and be like, did you cut your hair? Which I have received so many times because people don't understand shrinkage. And I vowed that could never be me. It's not my portion in life, okay? It's not. But that...
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you. I was not expecting that. I think, like I said, I'm a good gauge. I can look and kind of, you know, do the mental math. Like, okay, well, right now it looks like this, but that has some shrinkage and it looks like really shrunken. So perhaps, potentially, when it's stretched out, it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? Mental maths, mental gymnastics, quick maths. But this, yeah, that was, wow.
For hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. Do you see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
I'm going to guess. Let me guess. I'm thinking here.
Here's a new challenge from my
See what I
black
mean?
people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. Do you see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
Her facial expression is killing me. But yeah, see? I could have guessed that. I could have guessed that hair length could have been what it was for her too, so.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. Do you see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
Okay, I could have guessed that too. That's about whereabout I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that first one, that was witchcraft. I said that was witchcraft. Wizards and winches. That's what my mother said. Don't ever play with wizards, winches, and mermaids. She says, Mami Wata, don't play with them too, but you know what I'm saying? If you're African, you know parents don't play with none of these stuff. Meanwhile, they all had one childhood friend that was a wizard, winch, or a mermaid, but then they want to tell you don't play around with it. Right, because they don't want you dabbling in the spiritual realm, but they frolicking. Right. Anyway. They don't want us to have no fun while they hop off to Narnia. Okay. This is gonna be long. But I could have guessed that one. You see, it looked long too, so. Oh my gosh. I don't think I would have guessed that. How, like, long it got in the water. I would not have thought that.
From my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
Okay. I could have seen that.
Boom.
She said, boom.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong.
This hair actually looks
you see
really
how it
long.
barely goes past my eyebrow?
He said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. All of them. See, I could have guessed that too. It looked like it. It's kind of stretched anyway, so maybe that's why. Okay, that looked about right. That's, you know, I could have expected
Here's a new
that.
challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
Okay, I could have guessed that too. Hers looks very like compacted, you know. You know, sometimes you see people with shrinkage and it just looks like the hair is shrunken, and then you see other people with shrinkage and it doesn't just look like the hair is shrunken. It looks like it's also like compacted too. Hers looked like that, so because of that, I thought it would be a bit longer. The length it was.
With type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
All right. She said, we're not playing around. Yeah, shrinkage, man.
From my black
I've seen
type
hers
4 hair.
before.
If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
You know, her hair, it got that shrinkage. You know what I will say? Her hairline is perfectly straight. Like, you know, like imagine people that don't have baby hairs. I remember there was a girl, I think her name was Anchal on America's Next Top Model one season, Indian descent. I think she was Indian American, or maybe she was born in India, I don't know. But she had a hairline that did not have baby hairs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this didn't exist. Her hairline was equally as full and long as the rest of her hair. And I remember just being so shocked because I was like, this is possible. Like if all this was full up, if all of this was full, y'all, do you know what? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to chat to me, yeah? Because then my hair would be even thicker. Because you know how much surface area is here just being wasted on flimsy, nothing here. Hair that can't even add to the ponytail. It can't add to the puff. It's just there. Showing face for what? For fancy. Acquire. If those hair were long and they can add to the ponytail, can add to the fro, listen. You wouldn't have nothing to tell me. You wouldn't have nothing to tell me because my hair would have been thick with 2 C's. You feel me? But yeah, people with temple air regions, because I know this is pretty common for people to have weaker hairs or more sparse hairs in the temple region. You guys know. You guys know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has a weaker temple area on both sides that thinks about the fact, like, if this hair was long, yeah, the way man's hair would be thick, yeah, would be thick. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Don't play on my phone. Stop playing on my phone. Right.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow? Here's a new
Makes
challenge
sense, makes
from my
sense.
black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong.
Yeah, her hair
See
looks
how it barely
long.
goes past my eyebrow?
It already looks long in the shrunken stage, yeah. So I can see that.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you. So duet this and prove me wrong. Do you see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
I can see that. Yeah, her hair already looks kind of longish in the not shrunken state.
Boom.
First of all, can I just give a round of applause for people kind of messing up their twist outs or their like wash and goes or whatever these styles are. I hate stretching my hair. Like, that's why, It even kills me a little bit sometimes when I have my hair out in a video to do a mini length check, because I'm like, oh, now this hair is gonna be stretched out and the rest of it's gonna be like in the perfect length and shape that I wanted, and the rest isn't. And this one piece is just gonna be dangling. I don't know. Anyway.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove me wrong.
You know, her hair already looks long. She already got the piece ready. She said, I straightened this for this challenge, period. But yeah, it is pretty long.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and
she doesn't look like she has that much shrinkage. Yeah. Her hair isn't like that much longer compared to what it looks like. Because I guess her shrinkage isn't too much. It's crazy. It's crazy the different hair textures and how it will look versus how much it stretches. These water ones are always cool when people think my hair isn't that long. I don't know if I've ever like had dunked my actual hair in a pool before. Is that a weird thing to say? Then boom. Yeah, no, it is pretty long. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had my own natural hair out in a body of water before. Like out. I've swam with twists, like my own twists before. And when I've gone on vacation, I've always done, you know, Zoe Kravitz braids for the most part, or some sort of Marley twist. But I've never just had my fro out in the water. Now, I did go to the beach once with a fro. I'm gonna try and insert those pictures. The hair was looking balala. I'm gonna insert those pictures. Twice I've gone to the beach with, actually a couple times, but I've never gotten in the water that way. That was a random tangent, I'm sorry. Didn't nobody ask me.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair.
Oh, that shirt is cute.
Than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove me
wrong. I love people with that shape of a fro. Oh. Yeah, I figured that.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair.
This man came right out the shower.
I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove
didn't even put on a shirt.
See how Billy goes past my eyebrow?
But yeah, shrinkage looks like what I would have guessed.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove me wrong.
The Lord, I'm like, how is her hair about to stretch? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Boom.
It's
Everybody thinks I cut my hair. I just added water. I add water. It is nothing. Nothing has changed.
That's what I was just talking about. I've been asked that question a couple times. Did you cut your hair? Have you cut your hair? It looks short. I'm like, no, it's just shrunken. Yeah.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove me wrong. You see how it barely goes past my eyebrow?
I can see that for her. Yeah, it looked like that. She's out.
Here's a new challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so duet this and prove me wrong.
Dang.
Everybody thinks I cut my hair. I just added water. I add water. It is nothing. Nothing has changed.
Challenge from my black people with type 4 hair. If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you, so
the way she's smiling, I'm like, what is about to happen here?
My eyebrow?
Oh wow, yeah. It's actually a lot longer than I thought
type 4 hair.
It would be.
If you think you have more shrinkage than I do, I definitely don't believe you.
Her hair doesn't look that shrunken, so I think I can guess.
It goes past my eyebrow?
Yeah. That looks about right. Yeah. Oh, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, as a person that has shrinkage, I am able to sometimes look and see, okay, it looks like this right now, but if it's stretched, it would look this type of way. I don't get offended when people say, did you cut your hair, like, I really don't care. I shrink my hair on purpose most of the time because it adds more volume. I just can't do shrinkage, like wash and go shrinkage, because of the tangles and stuff that leads to it, but oh, best hair day to date. Okay, Listen. So let me know your thoughts on the shrinkage challenge. If you have shrinkage, what you thought. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, standard video. Love to see it, honestly. No, not too much frills in that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you guys that are in this 3-month hair journey that's currently going on, I'm in a protective style journey on my channel, 3 months. Let me know how it's going for you. I'm very, very curious. If you're interested in the oil that I'm selling, please do go check that out. It should be back in stock by the time you are seeing this video. I should have received the empty bottles that I have been waiting for. So if you're interested in a hair growth oil, definitely click that link down below and get you some. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow OMALICHILD on Instagram and me on Instagram if you're interested, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.